The lesson what we are going to discuss now is the social and the religious reforms. In context to this, in this lesson, we are going to stress on the developments which happened in the 18th century and the 19th centuries. See, we all have studied the Bhakti movement which happened in the previous years, but here we are going to stress it how the different religions played a vital role in bringing changes in the society. How did the people of the same religion fight against their own religion's orthodox methodologies which are present at that time, superstitions which are very strongly followed, all these things which are analyzed one by one. See, this all we got into enlightenment in the 18th and the 19th centuries with the arrival of the Britishers. When the Britishers were ruling India, we also got the Christian missionaries. These Christian missionaries have started to show their impact on the lives of the people. They have come with the ideology of spreading Christianity to all the people. With this ideology, they have moved ahead, but at the same time, they converted many of the non-Hindus, like it is a landing in the Indian land where India is completely following the Hinduism and Muslim in some regions, the religion of Islam. But these people, by their services, by their other provisions like giving food for the poor people, diverted and manipulated, or it would be appropriate to say converted many of them and made them to follow the religion of Christianity. But not only this, not only in following of the religion, but they started to do the service also for them, like giving education for them, establishing schools, providing the hospital facilities, was a very vital step in the spread of Christianity. When they get the access to education, their children are allowed to get educated in a foreign language which is not allowed in the other religious background. For example, Hindus, only the upper caste Hindus are allowed to get educated, but the lower caste people are not allowed to get educated. But in Christianity, everybody is treated equally and everybody can get educated in the modern terms. And then establishing hospitals, universities to spread their education system and helping the poor people, also enable the Christians or the religion of Christianity to land in a very larger mark and made its impression very clear. When this Christianity started to spread and make its wider angle on all the other impact and is able to influence the society in the larger perspective, so the religion of Hinduism, the followers of Hinduism started to take the impression, why is Hinduism getting defamed and why is Christianity getting popularized among the Hindus? Why the Hindus are getting converted into the Hinduism, like Christianity. What is the negativity in the Hinduism? This made the Hindu religious followers to have an introspection against their own religious policies, their own things what are happening at that point of time, and what are the negative implications which are happening, which is giving an opportunity for the Hindus to turn into the other religions, to look forward towards the other religions. And at the same time, we have the people from Muslim community also questioning some of the practices against their own religions, which is making them to turn towards the Christianity or the other religions. This has brought the awareness for us. Let us discuss who are the major political or the religious leaders, social leaders, who brought some of the major changes for us. So now, when the Britishers have stepped in, many of the European scholars also have stepped in. They started to study what is the actually written in the Vedas. They started to study the books which are written in Sanskrit. They started to study the literature which is in Tamil literature. What is happening in the Telugu literature. After studying all these things, these people are known as the Orientalists. The Orientalists are the people, those who studied the books of the Eastern literatures. We fall under the Eastern literature category because India is located on the eastern part of the world map. So, when these European people who came from the West started to study about the East, and they started to understand the diversity and diversified culture which is existing in India at that point of time. When they came into clear idea they started to understand the religion better from the religious ground to the normal humanitarian grounds, and they started to change some of the inhuman practices which are in the other religions also. This made an initiative to check not only the other religions but also their own religions. As the time passed on, these people started to publish the same ideologies, translated them and passed them to the other languages, and these books are changed into the English literature books because they have translated them into English also and spread it in the European culture. So most of the European people also came to know about the culture diversity which is existing in the Indian background. Now let us move on our focus towards the Brahma Samaj.